All right, hello everyone and welcome to a Monday. Now, once again, we're doing a technical analysis daily video, and let's take a look at the euro dollar on the 5th of December. Now, with the referendum in Italy, as you can see, we had a big fall, but the market quickly recouped today as Europe opened. So this is a really good kind of move. So it gives us the kind of impression that the market's going to actually carry on going up to around that 1.08 region. So if it breaks out above this 1.069 region, which is the resistance here, then we should be able to see a push up towards that 1.08. Let's in fact do this, and let me bring this to the daily so we can see where we're at. There we go. Okay, so that's the daily there. So, and that was the triangle that it broke. A nice push up there, 1.0848, possibly around there, and then a possible downfall. Okay, so that's not too bad. The second alternative is you got to be careful for is this little channel here. Now, additional to that 1.0848, the market might just push it up to 1.0820 region and then start selling off. All right, so that's what you got to be careful about. In fact, is there any? Would that work better, or does this work better? Yep, so around there, I guess. Okay, so just be mindful on that 1.08 area there on the euro dollar. In fact, why don't I just channel this out like a nice civilized technical analyst? There we go. All right, so there we go. Around that region there, and that's going to be your level. So the market has got a lot of potential to push up there today to 1.0809, and then from there move down again towards later on during the week. So just be mindful. Dollar franc, nice little pullback. As you can see now, let's just do this. Last week, as I did say, every time it moves its head up, you got to push it back down from resistance levels, and we had drawn these lines before. So as you can see, the market is pushing down again. I think it'll come back down to this level here. Let's see, all the way down to around this level before we'll decide what's going on. That area, this is a 4-hour chart, so dollar franc has a potential to pull back to around this level here, 1.00587. Okay, so nice possible pullback. Let's take a look at the pound, just like the euro dollar. This is the daily. I did mention on the pound before that we're starting this daily trend to move up. So as you can see, we've got channels up there. So towards this week, towards the end of this week, this has potential to come up. I think it's going to go up, and then we might see it even around 1.30 region there before they decide to nail it and sell it off again. So that's something to look into. So around 1.30, about 1.30, I reckon, 29.50, around that level looks feasible over the course of a day or two. Towards the end of the week, let's say, okay, if I make this a 4-hour chart, there we go. Just need to kind of like follow the channel up towards that area. So on the pullbacks, it's okay to buy, I reckon, in order to push it longer up again. Now let's take a look at dollar Canadian. Dollar Canadian. Dollar Canadian, right, where are we with that? So as you can see, we had this channel here. The market kind of broke down, kind of pulling up. Now for us to get into the dollar Canadian, this is the channel. Okay, the dollar CAD, the loonie, possible pull down to all the way down here before the market picks up again. So that's going to be around the 31 region, as you can see. Okay, which shouldn't surprise us if you look at the past. All right, so that area was also support, even slightly lower, as you can see there. We've got support slightly lower around there. So 30, 11 even. Okay, but this channel line is what we're looking at. So all we have to do is to make sure that as the market kind of pulls up, you can carry on shorting that. I reckon that's what I think. On the Aussie dollar, let's take a look at that. We're expecting the market to go long on this one. simply because this is the 4-hour chart. Says the market. This, as you can see, this didn't really get affected by the referendum in Italy. It's just pulling, going back up again, and I think it will carry on going up before they sell it to around this line there, because that is, let me just redo that. Let's take a look at the daily. I don't know if you guys are trading the Aussie dollar, but that's the trend line there, and let's see where we can put that. Here we go, possibly there. We might have to make a little adjustment, which should be there. Okay, so that's, yep, that's the double top, the double bottom. Pull back up to here. All right, so all you have to do is just let it go up there towards the 50 region. Now, a slightly more correct version of that would be around there. Okay, so as you can see, the market might push up to this level. This will be a good buy kiss, and when it does that, you can just resell. A dollar yen. Okay, a dollar yen. Here we are at the bottom of the trend line again. What I think the dollar yen is doing is carrying on going up. Although last week, as you know, we were wanting to sell this all the time, and the market came down really well last week. That's all good. As you can see from here onwards, the market started falling from the first, and it just kept falling, and we were, you know, foreshorting the dollar yen, and then it got to this trend line, and here we have the support again on this currency pair. With the dollar yen, what to do? If you're a dollar yen trader, you have to be mindful about what you have to be mindful about this here. If you're going to short it, you got to do it here at the top of the channel, okay? Or the second place to do that is going to be right here. So the market has got a bit of a pullback to do. Okay, so they might just buy it a little bit more and then sell it off again. Now, although the trend is up, you got to be careful if you're trading the dollar yen, because this is a really sharp move. It's a really good trend beginner. So every time the market is going to want to buy rather than to sell. So buying at the support and selling at the resistance is going to be a smart thing to do. All right, and this triangle on an upwards trend, you know, if it breaks out, it's going to go there. So just be mindful on that as well. Okay, let's take a look at oil. Now, Brent, I did mention the market is expected to go up, and that's what it's been doing since last week. This is a 4-hour chart, so we're back in action with that. Brent is going up. I did mark from last week the $60 region, which is up here. We might see it there once again. It's not far-fetched. It's at 50 now. But what we need to do is just follow this carefully, because we've got some news coming out this week and they're important. And what we might do technically, let's see what we can do on a technical basis. Yeah, there you go. So that's going to be your upper channel. If it breaks above that on a pullback, you want to go long there. Let's take a look at gold. Okay, now with the gold around here, we were good to buy, and you can see the channel. I had drawn the channel there, touched the channel, back shorted again. So if it comes back down, I think from the channel bottom, it's good to buy. From the channel top, it's good to sell. So it's in this channel range here, and that's really good because it's easy to follow when things are in a channel as such. So there we go. Just make a little adjustment to that, and here we go. All right, there we go. So it's all good. And that's about it. I hope that helps. Be mindful for the news this week. Have a great day.